Evaluate. Game mode. Oh, the game.
Eivor, hversu gengur?
Eivor, Vesco Ganga.
Best Ganger.
Mouse, how are you, my boy?
Mouse. Ja, det är ju va.
Oh!
Yeah! Woo!
The Nornir told me you'd be here. The cord is forged. Gleipnir, I call it. I'll wager there's a good story behind that wound.
A tale for another time. Thank you for this.
When you bind the beast, spare no loose ends. The cord will stretch or shrink to fit your needs.
How tightly will it hold? The beast may resist.
The more you tighten the cord, the stronger it will hold and the greater it will hurt. Till the beast is rooted to the ground.
Thank you, Ivaldi. You may go.
You mean from Asgard, do you not? My debt to you is paid in full?
Yes, as promised.
Thank you, Harvey. I did not expect you to remember.
Where will you go next?
Under the mountains of Svartalfheim. Our mountains. To free the Earth's riches. For this is what I know best.
Aid me. Be my eyes.
How do I get there?
Tyr! Are you near? What do you see?
Javi, you're a balm to my eyes. What happened to yours?
A sacrifice for something greater. Is the wolf nearby?
Yes, but he's grown. I have kept him company, but he's consumed by a sadness I cannot understand.
Regrettable, but necessary. I knew from the start this wolf brought ill tidings.
From the start it was a kind creature. But our mistrust and cruelty have robbed the poor wolf of its sweetness and life.
Would it be a kindness to kill it then?
We are past the time for such mercy. This wolf has power now that would test our strengths combined. I fear he is possessed of a power that renders him ever-living.
Then we will offer him a different fate. This cord is unbreakable. You must convince him to wear it. It will act as a leash, whose magic will signal that he is safely secured. An assurance to the Aesir who fear him. A beacon, that is all. No harm will befall the poor Fenrir.
Fenrir, yes. You know the creature's name. Did Loki tell you?
He did. It is a fine name.
Yes. Dweller of the Fens. An apt name for his current fate. Fenrir! A good word has come!
Leave me.
I wish you well, Great Wolf. But a fear still hangs over Asgard. The Aesir worry about your growing size and strength.
Do they now? And what do they have to be afraid of? Old friend.
Javi brings a collar fashioned by the dwarves. A beacon. That we may track from a distance to know where you roam. Wear this, and you may live and thrive in Asgard, without worry.
I smell something sour.
Wear the collar! Or return to Jotunheimer. There's no third way.
Son of Loki, have I not treated you with kindness? We are bonded, you and I. And as I trust my king, so you may trust me. Open your mouth. As a pledge of faith, you may take my hand if I am untrue.
Fair.
Be swift, Javi.
Burns.
Javi,
Nice.
unbind him! Javi!
Here you stay, Fen Dweller!
Here you die. Deceiver. Brothers will fight one another. Kill one another.
You speak in riddles.
The home of the gods turns red. Red with gore. age of storms. An age of war.
Where did you hear these words of prophecy?
comes the second great sword, when the Harpy fight the wolf.
How do you know these things?
This is the tale I tell myself, each night in the cold and dark, before I sleep and dream of tasting your flesh.
I could not strike the killing blow. All my oaths remain unbroken.
Anyone lesser would have succumbed to his hatred.
If I could have done this any other way.
There was no other way, Harvey. Our fates are fixed.
Fate, I know. You made a great sacrifice on my behalf.
It was not for you.
Do not think your kindness has made you a new friend, Lord of Imbeciles. I will kill you, all of you, gorging on Aesir flesh.
You may strike the final blow, son of Loki. But I will savor my years of freedom before we meet again. Come, old friend. The healing hands of Freya can help you. Have you come to say what I fear?
Not to say.
Show a vision of the times to come.
None living or dead now equal our heavy in arrogance. To believe that you could remake your fate thus.
For all your efforts, for all your struggles, the threads of fate still bind you as tightly as ever. And yet, from this pattern, a single strand escapes the fray and stubbornly clings to the weave. Aesir, Vanir, your doom will come. The earth will shake, the sun will die. Jötnar will stalk your streets as fire rains upon your heads. And the great wolf Fenrir will feast upon your blood. But you have found a way to live beyond this terror.
Let it flow.
To cheat your death.
From the life tree we go, to the life tree we shall one day return.
Mind and spirit will surge to a time far beyond your own. To a time in which you shall be reborn.
None may follow. Loki least of all. It is done. Time to face our end. This was not my day to die.
Eivor, you have awakened. With more to share, I hope.
I returned to Asgard.
And what did you see?
That was a betrayal. I betrayed my friend Tyr. I stood by as the Great Wolf mauled him, tearing his arm off at the joint. I could have said something to prevent it, given him a warning. But I did nothing.
How did it feel?
I was unmoved by his pain. Not hateful, but I did not regret my indifference. A swig of poison that drinks like wine.
Selfishness unmeasured often feels this way. What else did you see?
I bound the wolf Fenrir, Loki's son, with an unbreakable cord. The beast was enraged by my actions. We fought and I prevailed, but I could not kill the beast.
You visit lore and legend. Things I would never have imagined to be real. Parables, yet here you live them as memories.
Every moment there was as tactile and as vital as you and I seated in this hut.
This is wonderful. Was there more?
I witnessed a final vision from the Nornir, the coming of Ragnarok. All was fire and ash, a chaos like a foul wind from the depths of Ginnungagap. But we were ready for the coming storm. 8 of us, we drank the mead, then stood and marched to our doom. And that was the end of the Nornir's prophecy.
How curious. Was there more?
I can make sense of no more.
I see. The thrust of these visions seem clear to me. As in your first reverie, a fear of betrayal hangs upon you. Odin has seen fit to gift you with his infinite knowledge, and the treasure of his experience. Perhaps his tale is a warning. The indifference he felt is a great pity. See that you do not follow this same road. To do so would risk a loneliness, a personal exile, worse than death.
I understand. Or I hope I do. Thank you, Valka. rest easy, Reeve. Your time has come.
Yes. Now I will be judged at the Witten of the gods.
To Helheim with you.
Aye. Even Helheim needs a Reeve.
Hey!
To the way! More sail! Let's have a song. Is there a sea scald among you?
Eivor, look! A military outpost!
Take the mast down. Let's hear a story.
When I came to England with the Sons of Ragnar, I believed it would be a brief raid, a swift adventure out on the open sea. I loved that first crossing, sliding over the blue expanse, sea spray wetting my face, hungry for new lands and adventures. Memories of home always drew me back, distracted me. For it is there where all the worst parts of my life occurred. It took too long to look ahead. But I do now. Halfdan's ambition gave rise to my own. He gave me an excuse to leave, to fight, to die an honorable and glorious death, so that we can live in the halls of our fathers. One cannot look back, you understand? You cannot go home again. The seers know this. Our paths are set. My life is here now, as is my death. Norway is a chapter past.
you want to fight? Give me a hand over here.
Split your skull!
I'll hold you!
Give me a hand with this. Come, help me with this. Hey, can't do this alone.
Oh, Grete! Skeeter! Blijven! Blijven!
Let's get some stories in.
I wonder how Halfdan fares, now that he sits on the throne. Moira, is something wrong?
Weep for Northumbria.
Is it Halfdan? Has he gotten worse?
His heart is broken. He's a mere shadow of himself. With Faravid lost and his brothers away, he wallows in paranoia and sadness.
I could speak with him. Where is he now?
Wandering the fields of Pittaringa with his beloved Beonton.
I'll find him. Thank you, Moira.
Wow.
Pittaringa is in the east. Just follow the road to Scarborough.
Yes, I know where it is. This guy is still here. I left this guy here last time. Did you hear it? Yeah, dude.
No glory, no hope. Nothing but snow, silent as a corpse in its grave.
Stand up, Halfdan. I'm taking you back to Jorvik. Up, my lord. You're a king. You're not allowed to sulk. Men bled and died to sit you on that throne. So go, sit.
My brother, Eivor. Did he die well?
He died fighting.
You slew my brother, and never said a word. You kept this from me!
It was no secret. Abba knew. Did he not...
Leave me!
I will not. I've come to see you safely home. Now, get up.
I mislaid my hammer. I think Beonton ran off with it, but I'm not well, Eivor.
I'll find your hammer, and then you'll come with me.
I was to Scarborough. If you find my hammer, bring it to me there.
Have a look, Sunan.
Þessi nýtur galdranist. Þetta ítska drakkans.
Aid me. Be my eyes. There's Bjornton, guarding the hammer. Half-drunk needs his hammer. The lighthouse. Halfdan awaits. This hammer is not meant to be thrown, Halfdan. Remember that next time.
My father, Ragnar, he gifted this to me. Took it off a Finnish chief. Still warm with blood when he handed it to me. I had 14 winters.
Ragnar Lothbrok was a great king.
A Finnish arrow killed my mother. A shield maiden she was. As fierce as a wolf swallowing the sun. My father swore to kill the men who took her from us. And he did. 14 against 1. But that was years ago in the east. And this is the west, where my father lies dead. A pile of bones in a pit of snakes.
And here we are, still telling stories of his life and deeds.
How did my brother die?
With his hand on his axe, awaiting the maidens of the battle slain.
Now he drinks at our father's side, awaiting the war at the end of days. Theoton, my boy! Come here, boy!
A dog always forgives, but he needs you home. All of Northumbria does.
Do a last thing for me. Light the beacon for all to see, and let it burn.
Alright, mate, that'd be great.
Thank you, friend. You are always welcome at my hall.
has ever witnessed. I am a wound that festers. A scent that sticks in the sun. Trolls fear me. I am mind-fucked. Once a Drenger, now a Draugr. A walking dead. Rotten within and without. Fuck!
Greetings. Is this battlefield yours?
This is the gutter of an unchained Drenger. A lost Drenger. That is what I am. I am vile. I should not be allowed to suckle clean air.
A Drenger kills honorably, with glory and pride. Were these men not innocent?
Many of them were. Many were not. Their blood is now mingled, and it stinks of the iron of my blades. What an end! Beloved Ragnar Lothbrok. He always kept me in check. He steadied the ship of my Hugr. Without him, I have lost my bearings. I scare myself. Not a thread of decency remains. The Drenger I was, I have lost him. Would you end this suffering for me?
You live with a great pain, one that cannot be eased by a Vergild, nor a reckoning.
Yes, you know my pain. And you look as though you could end it. Do this then. A final kindness for an unworthy wretch.
Lost Drenger, I will fight you, and help you find what Ragnar gave you.
Loki's children, take me one and all!
Its one arm has learned tricks of both! Beware! Death to us both!
Go meet your god!
Odin!
Take your last breath.
Outstayed your welcome. You have lanced me, Nakvila, the fetid boy. Let this death be the only good I have done since my master's death.
Odin welcomes all kinds, so long as they war louder and drink faster than the last man.
You look well.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly. I have received a unique summons from Snottinghamshire in the north. From your old friend, Vili.
Vili? A name I've not heard in 10 winters or more. How is he?
Well, it seems. Vili asked that you join him in feast and celebration, in honor of his father, Hemminger Jarl.
A welcome invitation. It will be good to see him again.
It is worth recalling that his father, Hemminger Jarl, would be a formidable ally. Will you go?
Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling him...
Your hidden ally?
Yes.
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
Hey, my boy. seat of King Alfred's power, where hawkshit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. Go, my eyes. This must be the house of that timid god. They built him a rich dwelling. A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope. Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see. Is that so? When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly, cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
He was a man of surpassing vigor, well-versed in the Bible, quick of wit, oxen strong, meek as a lamb. But God called Aelfirth to sit.
Be bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God.
Mourning a lord far known and beloved. I give praise to such a man, to keepsake his memory.
He rose from the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done. Their god brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here!
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this, and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill. Faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the West Gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come. I need to find this reeve, Goodwin.
ultime est in sessio. Quod summonum meum est sordidum planetum revolutam, sed non nodum. Ubilutam estat, tales pietate, und lavabit apparatus quotarum, sit invento, sit orbitet expectare in sod. Ibi.
I had these two so close. This one is right here. Yep.
Show me what lies ahead.
Szabadon penye, szabadon. It's biddy there.
It's Nenderes.
Who got him?
Ritunga, welcome in.
Kuma! Shoot on guard! No!
Redentur ad Marcus et dixit ad vulgares de terra superbus est lo.
This is your last warning! Give me Alfred's trinket or I'll piddle in your pawn! Give me Alfred's jewel, I shall piddle in your duck pond! Get out of it, you! By God's hairy balls, you are a thief and a swindler! Give me the jewel Alfred commissioned!
You seem agitated.
What gave it away? The fact that I had to debase myself pissing in this swindler's pond, or the angry shouting?
This man has something of yours?
And here's another god sent to shit in my stew pot. Sod off, unless you are going to magic Alfred's jewel out your arse.
If the jewel belongs to Alfred, it might be worth a pretty penny.
Alfred's jewel, you damn scoundrel! We have already paid for it!
Winchester warns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he find his peace.
I'll wear your guts as a hat! Give me Alfred's jewel, you damn scoundrel! We have already paid for it!
You! What are you doing in here? I'm not your enemy. Yet. But that man outside certainly wants Alfred's jewel.
Oh, Jesus wept upon the holy cross! Fuck off, the both of you! Alfred will get the jewel when I get what I'm owed.
Peace, or you'll feel my blade in your guts.
Sorry, my beef is not with you. I only ask for what coin is fair. It cost me double to make over what was agreed. I have a wife to feed.
If the jewel belongs to Alfred, then on your life you'd be wise to deliver it for the agreed price.
Marry on a donkey! You deserve the bloody thing. It's not worth my hide. Much as my wife would love to be a widow.
I have your jewel.
Well, I didn't ask for your help, but I am glad of it. Alfred commissioned this rare thing.
How rare?
Filigreed gold, centered with a rock crystal and enamel plaque, a miniature of our most beatific Lord, Jesus Christ. And you're going to just keep it, aren't you?
I am.
And I have to tell the king I let a Dane steal his gift to his wife.
You do. And also this. Every treasure he has, I'll take. Every poet who writes him into song will sing threefold of me, because we are Vikinger, and this green and pleasant land will be ours.
Bollocks. We've heard the treasure, and we will forget we met!
Stop following me, or the jewel will not be the only thing you will lose today.
Holy splinters from the cross. All right, take it.
Guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, while the guards destroying evidence. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
Wait, I'm under smoke, man. Modern mit plus, mom.
Swiftness, die Herr des Tochters.
Don't you get tired of all that yelling?
Welcome, heathen. Praise God who has brought you here to join us.
My ship is not steered by your god.
Cease your blasphemy! You have been summoned by God to be baptized. Submit or pay the price.
And how do you plan to make me?
Faith is our weapon, and the only one we need.
Your threats aren't worth the breath of my arse.
We'll see about that. Faith! Cleanse this pagan scum!
Foxas. Und Atekopan.
The gods here are vigilant. Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Moving right along. You remember that hall? Walls. Fortified bridges. That could work, but it'd take a lot of manning. By the time you've got your arm and made it all, the bastards are long gone. Now, about the...
Thick walls and thicker guards. Place to keep a valuable man.
That pig with the burnt cheek, been loitering about the village, getting very friendly with my woman. May have to talk to him.
Of course, that spear thrust took care of those desires last summer. Well, at least being able to satisfy them.
Where's the lad? Must be tower duty.
Wish I had a girl waiting for me somewhere.
I saw one day, a weaver, actually, jump up, clutching his nose and screaming supplications. Claimed bad spirits were tormenting him, trying to get up his nose.
And magic trees? Ha!
Heathens is as heathens do.
I draw the line when they start cleaving healthy horses and dogs in two. There's no call for that. Who wants half a dog by his side for all time?
Bloody pagans.
What can I say? Oh.
They'll get theirs, eventually.
Herring-chewing bilge rats.
Almost I could believe in old Caesar's idea.
Hang on!
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodman. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls!
Hey! Won't take long!
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
Outrun me!
No escape, you yellow dog! Die now!
Go, Sunan.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reed.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believed at least one is dead. Your bishop, Aelfirth, was the sixth.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Eivor was no man of God.
Hush! Someone has hanged men for better thoughts.